Looking at the president himself as a father figure, our expectations were that he was going to treat all Zimbabweans as his children, and he was going to treat them fairly. Now we see that he has surrounded himself with a lot of criminals, and I'm talking of criminals who have criminal records. Some have even served in jails for crimes. So naturally we feel jealous as veterans of the liberation struggle, because in the first place, we are talking about somebody whom we thought would have, life experience when we shared the trenches together. But we look right now, the situation has quickly just gotten worse. We are now treated as the enemy, whether the enemy of the state, but in my belief is the enemy of only those people who are eating.
President Mnangagwa considering resignation after receiving a message from war veterans. President Mnangagwa considering resignation after receiving a message from war veterans. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones. Why Not TV? Please subscribe. In a bold and unprecedented move, Zimbabwe's Liberation War veterans have openly demanded President Emmerson Mnangagwa's resignation, accusing him of betraying the ideas of the liberation struggle and engaging in corrupt activities. During a press conference in Bulawayo, they strongly criticized his leadership and governance. Basta Magwizi, spokesperson of the Zimbabwe People's Revolutionary Army ZIPRA Veterans Association, delivered a scathing rebuke of Mnangagwa's presidency. He accused the president of surrounding himself with individuals involved in criminal activities, thereby undermining the integrity of his office. Magwizi referenced a specific incident on March 12, 2022, when Mnangagwa allegedly officiated the installation of a convicted armed robber as a chief in Chiweshe. By leaving State House to install criminals in chieftainships, you effectively abandoned your duties as president, Magwizi charged. He also accused Mnangagwa of links to Maxwell Chikumbutso, whom he described as a fraudulent inventor, and suspected the armed robber. According to Magwizi, from 2015 onward, Mnangagwa allegedly backed Chikumbutso in schemes that defrauded Western investors of around 125,000 US dollars, which he suggested could amount to money laundering and the financing of criminal activities. Andres Matibela, chairman of the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association, ZNLWVA, also spoke at the event. Both leaders expressed deep frustration with the country's governance, citing widespread corruption, nepotism, and economic mismanagement. They called for a national revolutionary to restore Zimbabwe's founding values. Matibela argued that Zimbabwe's problems stems from the highest levels of power, criticizing the rise of dynastic politics and the concentration of wealth among a privileged few while ordinary citizens suffer. The war veterans announced plans for a mass demonstration on March 31, urging citizens to protest peacefully against the government's failures. The government has largely dismissed the accusations and demands. ZANU-PF leaders have stated they do not take the calls for Mnangagwa's resignation seriously. However, the war veterans' public condemnation signals growing discontent within the ruling party. Blessed Runesu Geza, a veteran and a ZANU-PF Central Committee member, accused Mnangagwa of neglecting the sacrifices made during Zimbabwe's liberation struggle, pointing to economic decline and rampant corruption as evidence of his failed leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones. Why Not TV? Please subscribe. Bye for now till we meet again next time. Subscribe.
31 March ndi comrade Bombshell vari kutaura, comrade Geza, tikukubirisai kuti munhu wose kubva kuPlumtree, in fact haizi demonstration, tinoiti izvo uprising, munhu wese ngaapinde mustreet, munhu wese ngaapinde mustreet, right? Tiri kuda kuti Mnangagwa, Emmerson Mnangagwa, Spy Mnangagwa ainde nezvigananda zvake 31 March kune avo vari kukwanisa kubatsira nematransport, mabhazi, magonyeti, makombi. Please batsirai.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones. Why Not TV? Please subscribe. Bye for now till we meet again next time. Subscribe. Please don't forget to like and to comment. Thank you very much.
Dr. Jones, Why Not TV?
Goodbye till we meet again next time. Subscribe.